What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC 185 recap video. Let's get into it. It was exciting, just like I thought it would be, and I didn't do so good though. Only 2 out of 5. Let's get into it. First up, I got this pick. I chose Henry Cejudo to beat Chris Carriazo. He did all 3 rounds, all 3 judges in favor of Henry. I totally agree. He was basically able to dominate him on the feet and on the ground. Of course, wrestling is his background. He's a gold medalist in wrestling just in 2008. He's still in his 20s. A lot of eyes on him coming in. We're already looking at him to be the next challenger for the flyweight title. So yeah, and he just basically, he's proving the critics right. He's real strong, real fast. The striking is coming along. The wrestling is great. And yeah, he dominated him. Didn't finish him, but he dominated him. Next, let me know who you think he should fight next. They're already talking about a top 5 contender. I completely agree. And if he beats them impressively, you will see him challenging for the belt next. So let me know who you think Henry Cejudo should fight next. Next up, I lost this pick. I chose Roy Nelson to beat Alistair Overeem. And, you know, not the biggest fan of Alistair, but I gotta say, he came in at 240. He should stay at 240. He looked great. Looked great. He looked sharp. He looked quick. He looked relaxed and loose. The kicks, the knees were coming out fast and unexpected, and he was busting Roy up. But Roy got his hits in. A couple of times he stunned him, especially in the middle of the ring and especially up against the fence. That's where he did most of his damage, but he really couldn't get that opportunity very often because Alistair had great movement. The damage, okay. So the arms were red from blocking kicks and punches and everything else. Both sides of his body and the middle, his entire torso basically, were red from the body kicks and the body punches and the knees. Knees flying across the octagon, 240 pounds, quickly damaging, making me hurt when they landed. So his entire torso was red. His legs black and blue from the kicks. His calves black and blue from the kicks. The diversity in striking we saw here from Alistair was a thing to watch. It's a thing of beauty. It was. It was nice. I got to give it up to him. He said the winner of Kane Verdum, I'm coming. However, they're always talking about trying to get together a fight between him and JDS. And I say yes, yes, yes. I think that's a good fight for him. And who do you think Alistair Overeem should fight next? It was a great, and let me just say, it just shows how tough Roy Nelson is. Because we're talking about getting busted up with force. These are big shots coming from a big man. You could hear him smack, the kicks to the head, smack. Roy's a beast. Roy's a beast, but he got beat. Now, next up, I got this pick. I chose Johnny Hendricks to beat Matt Brown, and he did. Unfortunately, I thought this would be possibly a candidate for Fight of the Night, and it wasn't. There was even a little bit of booing. He dominated Matt Brown. He was able to take him down for most of the fight, ground and pound, plus do a little, use a little bit of his jiu-jitsu, which he's been working on. Matt Brown just wasn't able to really get off any offense in the beginning because he was on him. Hendricks was on him. Hendricks didn't walk around at 215. He had made weight before the actual weigh-ins. His cardio was there. He measured his energy, his pacing. It was all there. And he was able to overwhelm Matt Brown, and Matt Brown smother him with offense. Wasn't able to get anything off. And I believe they said that he is going to get the winner of Lawler McDonald. Let me know if I'm correct on that. I'm not quite sure. I believe so. If not, who do you think Johnny Hendricks should fight next? And what did you think of the fight? Did you think it was womp womp? Good performance. Solid performance. So he wanted to get the finish, of course, and he, you know, of course, he's from Texas, so he wanted to get the finish, but he couldn't. Oh well, bees like that sometimes. Now, co-main event. I was looking forward to this. I thought this would be a hard-hitting fight, and it was. Whew, okay, so I picked Carla Esparza, so I did not get this pick. But honestly, as I was watching the lead up to this fight, the open workouts and the training, and then the look on Carla's face as this fight started and she entered the octagon, I already knew I lost this pick. And the new women's strawweight champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. And I think I've fallen for this girl. I think I've fallen for her. She's fantastic, man. Carla's striking has come along, but this just goes to show you what a world-class striker, how they're head and shoulders above someone who's just coming along. Her takedown defense was flawless. Carla only got one takedown. Her striking was so much better than Carla's. It was painful to watch. Her Muay Thai is not only good, she has a punishing style. When she hits you, you hear it. 115 pounds, you hear her hits. You hear her kicks. Smack. Punishing style. And she's quick. A lot of Muay Thai fighters, for me, it's not the quickest art form. I love Muay Thai, but it's not the quickest. That would be my one knock. She's quick. Her kicks come out, boom, like a blur. Her jab, like a blur. She's quick. And she was, it was painful to watch because she was so much better on the feet than Carla, and Carla could not get her down. I found myself like, okay, can we please just knock her out already? Please, just end this fight. In this fight. It wasn't out of like, ooh, I want to see the knockout. It was like out of mercy. Like, can we end this fight, Joanna? Please knock this girl out. And let me just say, if this was two men fighting and the one guy was that much better at striking than the other one, I would feel the exact same way. No one wants to see an athlete just get demolished. She has a heart of a warrior. She's not going to give her the win. So Joanna's a great person. Let me just say, I want to point to this moment in the fight. So it ended in the second round. I'm going to get to it. Ended in the second round. Leading up to that ending, she clocked her with a good hit. Boom, hit her in the face. And then she kind of patted her and checked on her like, are you all right? It's going to be over soon. Don't worry. It was that was the type of pat. It's going to be over soon. Don't worry. Anytime now. And it wasn't in a condescending way. Not at all. She knew she was going to win. Not only did she feel it before the fight, but once she got in there, she knew. She knew. We all knew. So it was one of those, she's like, okay, I know I'm going to beat you, but I also know that you're a warrior, so you're not going to give it to me. So look, I'm just going to look for the right moment, and I'm going to try to finish this as painlessly as possible, okay? I'm going to put you down. And it was like out of care. And the moment was really sweet. Joanna's a good person. That's why I said I think I'm falling for this girl, because I love her style. And she's a good person. I'm so happy she's champion. So after she clocked her a couple more times in open space, then she got her up against the fence, clocked her a couple more times. Then she put together a flurry of like six to eight quick shots. Tat, 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 like a punching bag. Her face was completely unblocked. And the ref stepped in there, caught her. As soon as she was falling, it was like, poof, it was so dramatic. It was so dramatic. I was like, just finish her. Just finish her. Tat, tat, tat. Oh, got her. Okay. It was so dramatic. It was like a movie. So, great win for Joanna. And let me just say, the two female champs in the UFC are probably probably the most highly decorated champs currently, other than Jose, because I believe he has a lot of world titles too. Joanna with her 6 world titles plus over 80 fights, the best trainers, and then you've got Ronda Rousey with her medals and her world titles. The two female champions are two of the most highly decorated champions in the entire UFC. Kind of cool. Main event. Who do you think Joanna should fight next? There's no clear contender though. There's not. Main event. And we saw, I said, Raphael dos Anjos. He's on one right now. If he's going to win the belt, this is one of those times. Although I didn't pick him, I said this is one of those times. And the new lightweight UFC champion, Raphael dos Anjos. And not only did he win, he dominated all 5 rounds. Anthony in the post press said that he caught him with the shot early on and he really couldn't see out of one eye, so maybe that's what it was, because his movement wasn't there. I was screaming, Anthony, get off the cage. Raphael had him against that fence the whole time, tagging him the whole time. All kinds of shots and kicks. Then he was taking him down, ground and pound. Second round on, he was taking him down, holding him down. He almost had him in a Kimura. Anthony was holding on to that wrist for dear life. Oh my gosh. And then when he finally had to give it up, because Anthony got out of the position, his body got into a better position, so Raphael had to let it go. And the crowd, of course, applauded. It was a great moment. Anthony landed some kicks, he landed some shots, but he got dominated. All 3 judges, all 5 rounds, Raphael dos Anjos. And the new. Let me know what you thought of the entire event. Let me know who you think Raphael gets. Oh, he gets the winner of Nurmagomedov and Cerrone. What do you think is next for Anthony Pettis? Let me know what you thought of the entire event. Let me know how you did on your picks. Let me know any injury updates. And talk to me. Take care and goodbye.